So, Kaguya Sama. I'm not really one to watch romance anime, but this isn't an ordinary romance anime. Normally, I really dislike it when two characters that clearly like each other beat around the bush, but honestly, that's never been the case with Kaguya Sama. I've been watching 3 seasons of this anime, waiting for the two main characters to confess to each other. Normally, I would get pissed off and drop the show together, but that isn't really the case with this anime for me. Kaguya Sama is a special kind of rom-com. The comedy in this anime is enough for me to keep watching, even though sometimes the romance is lacking. I'd say this is a comedy more than a romance, but it doesn't really matter, cause we really enjoy this anime, even though we've been watching 3 seasons of non-stop pride. I mean, the anime is called Love is War, but I never really thought we'd go this long without a confession. Like, it's been ridiculously long. The biggest mistake people do when they first watch this anime is thinking this is a romance anime that focuses on the story. I mean, the anime does have a storyline, but it isn't really the main focus of it. I think the anime puts more focus on the characters than the actual story. When watching it, you feel like you're getting more and more attached to the characters. That's one of the elements that makes the anime as popular as it is, and I feel like a lot of anime fail in doing that. Most anime typically focuses on the story more than the actual characters, and so it's always great for an anime to have some kind of storyline, but most people typically like the anime more when they have some kind of connection to the characters. I mean, who likes an anime where all the characters are bland and boring? Honestly speaking, I feel like Kaguya Sama doesn't have that great of a storyline, but the characters' personalities are what keeps people watching. I mean, some episodes don't even have any kind of romance in them, but you'll still enjoy them regardless. I like every single one of the 5 main characters in this anime, and that's pretty rare for me. Most of the time, an anime only focuses on the main couple, but in this anime, every single character is important, and that's the thing I like most about this anime. It's one of the funniest rom-coms you'll ever watch, and I literally mean that. I've never seen such a funny romance anime ever. Sure, we won't get a confession from Kaguya and Miyuki anytime soon, but that doesn't make the anime any less enjoyable. But I got to admit, the day when Miyuki and Kaguya get together, that will literally be the happiest day of my life. I've been watching this anime for 3 years now, and I can feel it. We're not even close to getting a confession. Between Miyuki and Kaguya, I gotta say, Miyuki will hit the jackpot if he gets with Kaguya. I mean, isn't she a trillionaire? Or her parents are trillionaires? But yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Even if Kaguya and Miyuki start dating, I feel like that's not gonna be the end of this anime. There's still a lot more questions we haven't gotten from this anime. Like, will Kaguya ever resolve her problems with her parents? I feel like that's a situation we really need answers to, and I feel like her family won't really accept her dating Miyuki. I mean, that might be an arc of its own. Similar with Ishigami's past trauma, there's still a lot more to the story we don't really know about, and to be honest, I won't really mind if we get a whole season dedicated to Ishigami's past. At first, I thought Ishigami was just there for comedy relief, but turns out there's a lot more depth to his character, and besides Kaguya, I think he has the most interesting backstory. I feel like he and Miko might be the second couple in this anime. Sure, they might currently hate each other's guts, but I feel like there's gonna be some kind of development in their relationship. I mean, I won't really mind if the time comes. If you haven't already watched this anime, you're seriously missing out. This is already one of the greatest rom-coms in my book, and it might be yours too if you give it a try. And yeah, that's all I had to say. If you enjoyed watching the video, I'd appreciate it if you leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and peace.